Wow, that was a happy mistake. Oh my goodness, I did not mean to hit go live. But here I am, so I guess we're going live right now. Welcome everyone to this edition of the Daily Divine. My name's Lisa Lyle, here to support your soul, my soul, our souls to shine in the here and now. Oh, I don't even have any water here or anything. How's everyone doing? For those who don't know, my name is Lisa Lyle. This is my channel here on YouTube, a growing community, growing soul family. And it's my absolute pleasure and delight to come here and share with all of you. And I trust that something shared here resonates with you and supports you on your own personal spiritual awakening, your own personal healing journey. So, a very warm welcome to all of you who are new here. I trust that you found this space for a reason. And of course, a very warm welcome back home to everyone who continues to show up 111. Make a wish. And remember this: wishes and dreams do come true. Stick to your vision, trust what you know in the heart that beats within you. So at this time, I'd like to ask that I'm a clear and pure channel to bring through messages from Source Divine, loving and kind, with the intention of supporting the manifestation of our greatest and highest good in this lifetime via the pathway of our very own calm central nervous system. We are so powerful. Did you know? Do you know how powerful you are? You are, truly. And it's truly an honor and privilege to connect with you here. So I didn't even, like I said, I hit go live and I wasn't really prepared to go live. So here we are. I have no idea what decks I'm going to use because they're all behind the computer. Let's just tap in intuitively to the energies. So the last time we connected here live was Friday night. How was everybody's Saturday? What did you do? There was a real call. And, it's really interesting because I was told on Friday that Saturday was a timeout. And I enjoyed the timeout thoroughly. I did zero, nada, nothing, nothing, and only motivated myself at about 7 p.m. to go to the grocery store and to begin to make some movements, do some cooking. I will say, though, that the mind is a tricky friend or foe, because everything in me wanted to last night come and do the live. And it was really, almost from a space of like, oh my gosh, if I don't go live, what am I doing? And the message came, slow down, relax, Lisa. It's okay. It's okay for you to take some time for yourself. And for those of us who give a lot, kind of that Queen of Cups energy, the Queen of Cups sometimes doesn't know when to shut it off because she's just very giving. And at a lot of time, it can be to our own detriment. So if you listen to the voice within and if you have been taking some downtime, well done. Good for you. I feel so proud of myself. And I really feel like we should be celebrating ourselves more because we don't really take the time. Perhaps we were conditioned or led to believe that being proud of ourselves was being selfish or self-centered or egocentric. Hey, if I'm not proud of myself, who's going to be? And if I don't take the time to pat myself on the back or the shoulders, who's going to? So this is your permission to be proud of yourself. And if you can't quite get your head and your heart around being proud of yourself, maybe you need a little bit of a timeout to take some downtime. And so, anyways, this morning we had a wonderful storm here, thunder and lightning and everything. And what is the only normal thing to do when the storms come? Get outside and play. Run and splash in the puddles. And that's exactly what I did. The only thing missing was someone to hand me my towel when I got back to the apartment. Um, but like really working with the energies, there's so much support around us at this time to really make forward movement, to move beyond our mind, to move beyond what has held us or delayed our forward movement into our very best life. Like, and trust me, we've all had people, places, situations, and things that want to hold us back because um who knows why we do what we do. But there are energies that come into our life that in it is about personal gain and what they can get from the connection. Just one sec. How is the stream? Is it fuzzy? I'm going to turn some stuff off because I have a feeling it may be fuzzy. Just one second. See, I really wasn't prepared. All right, I'm going to just grab a deck here, the Gaia Oracle. So let's just pull some cards. Okay. Okay. All right. I think we got what we need. So let's just get some practical guidance from Mother Earth. I had felt that yesterday would be a day that I spent out in nature, and honestly, I just didn't want to go into nature yesterday on my own again, exploring. So my choice, excuse me, was to stay at home and focus on this energy, releasing attachments, letting go, restriction. Hey, hey, Kiki, welcome, sis. Restriction and fear. We only grow to the extent that we're willing to release and let go of the things that we're afraid of. And they're saying the bottom card. And perhaps we're afraid to remember who we are. And, these days it feels like there's quite a miraculous energy about some people at the job say to me, because I'm like, oh my gosh, it was like a miracle. It was like miraculous healing that I've experienced. And someone said, we don't hear that word very often. I don't hear the word miraculous. And I'm like, we ought to hear it more because we're all miracles. And the level of releasing that's required of us at this time, the level of discipline and devotion to our spiritual evolution, if you will, it's so critical that we stay focused on ourselves and stay focused on this journey. Oh my gosh, of course, it's a number 21. We stay focused on the journey of remembering who we are. We are the vessel, we are the container of all of it, the receiver, the transmitter, the conduit. We are the channels of light, born for a life of delight. And yet, many of us early on were frightened into corners, frightened into closets, swept under the rugs, kicked to the curb, and all of this kind of stuff. And so, as adults, it's really important for us to reclaim our power and to call our power back. And we do that through daily action. And the action that we take are acts of self love. So stick to the course, stick to, it's like we're a ship, we're a big ship out there traveling on the rough waters of life. And it's about us sticking to, I'm seeing like the compass. If you've ever been on a boat or whatever, they have the compass at the front. And, it's like stick to the true north, stick to your heart. Believe that you are worth so much more than you have previously settled for. And perhaps that's why other people don't aren't comfortable with us coming into our own power is because we may be leaving people behind. We may be leaving situations and relationships behind as we forge forward on our personal path of remembrance. Remembering, resurfacing of past feelings and emotions. And for some of you, so some of you may be still very much in the thick of the healing side of things. And, so emotions are coming up to be addressed, released, felt so that they can be healed. For others of us, I feel like I'm finally at this stage again since Frank died, where I'm like beginning to see myself again as I am. And it's been a long and challenging road to get back here to remembering who I am, a beautiful divine child of light, divine royalty, in fact, as are all of you. And so wherever we are on this phase or part of our journey of remembering, it's so supportive of new growth. And we can see that this goddess is in the waters here, the waters of purification. Those can be bath waters, sea waters, creek waters, the water we drink, the tears we shed that support our forward movement and also support our growth. 21 here is the world in the major arcana. And it's about a new beginning. It's about a brand new beginning. After 21, we go back to the Fool, the zero card, taking, diving in or leaping in or leaning into a new experience, leaning into more authentic alignment, if you will, with the divine as the divine seeks to shine through us. We must let go because these attachments, entanglement, it's like the spider. We were talking about the spider and its web a few days ago, 12:12 there on the clock. The spider can sometimes get itself all tangled up in its web. And we do the same thing. We do the same thing to ourselves through our thoughts, through our actions, or inactions. Hey, Devin, welcome back, brother. Welcome. How are you this Sunday morning? So it's about us now restoring or bringing authenticity, alignment, stability back to our current day experience. And remember, we're always the current. We are the channels of light. We are the children who were born for flight and perhaps had our wings clipped or, whatever was done. The past is the past. It's time to move forward. I'm doing great. I just went and played in the rain, and then I went looking for a rainbow because the sun is trying to come out. I didn't find a rainbow. If anyone finds a rainbow today, send me a picture because I'm sure there's one that's going to appear. And this is a key. I only pull cards on Fridays. Today is just a collective energy check-in. So I trust that something here will resonate with you, Devin. And, today is all about the energy of today is, can we find when the storms in our life blow through or whip through our experience, are we able to fly like the eagle into the eye of the storm? Are we able, like the child, to be delighted and say, oh my gosh, rain, it's pouring, let's go play? That's the energy. And this is what supports our healing. This is what supports our light to shine more brightly when we show up for ourselves, regardless of how it may look or seem or appear to the outside world. It doesn't really matter. It's like, what is the call from within? What is the little boy or girl within you asking you to do? And are you able to honor that child that lives within and go forth and have fun, play? Don't delay your fun. And this is the final week before we have Mercury retrograde. So we're really being called to take some forward movement at this time. Mercury goes retrograde on the 17th, and that's a time for reflection. That's a time for revisiting, perhaps our vision, revisiting our goals, revisiting our plans for the future, and seeing what's working and what's not working for us. We've got the Pansy card here, and I'm really feeling with this, the more that we trust our intuition at this time, the stronger we shine, and the more that we come into the more that we align with the soul. And it's really time, I'm hearing, it's really time to let your sadness go. I mean, we're human, right? So life is an ebb and flow, continual ebb and flow. And we are drops within the universal consciousness here at this time on Mother Earth to grow. So are you supporting your soul growth by letting go of people, places, and things where you're called to let them go? Because anything that we're asked to let go of is in support of what is actually meant for us, what is actually our intended experience at this time. And the human dilemma, if you will, the human dilemma is the inability to let go. We fear that by letting go of something, we're going to be missing out on something. Perhaps it's time to shift that. The more that we hold on to the things that aren't meant for us, the more likely the chance is that the things that are meant for us are going to pass us by, or we're going to miss an opportunity for a great life, or for more fun, or for more freedom in our experience. So trust your intuition, and know that it's only your own fears that are stunting your growth and preventing the forward momentum. So anything that you may be called to address, anything that you may be called to lean into or leap into or jump or run into this week, do it. Do it before Friday, when Mercury goes retrograde. It's really important, because we don't, Mercury retrograde oftentimes, again, it's about reflection. Things may pop up from the past for us to address, particularly if we have been neglecting or ignoring. You know what? This card feels so powerful. This feels like the sisterhood and brotherhood of the rose, of the divine. And, roses, I'm not a huge fan of roses, actually. I'm more of a carnation girl or a gladiola girl. I'm sure there's a rainbow out there. I've got to go and find this rainbow. Anyways, regardless of what our preference of flowers is, the rose is really the symbol. And if we look at a lot of the religious icons and stuff with our brother on them, there's always a rose at the heart space. And this feels like the rose opening to the sweet fragrance, the sweet essence of life, beyond all the fright, beyond all the trauma, beyond all the heartache, beyond all the disappointments and the perceived failures, and everything has served a purpose. Absolutely everything. And we may not understand in the moment when we're moving through some difficult waters, through some challenging times. We may not understand, because we humans, we love to intellectualize everything. We love to think it through a million times over and a million ways to Sunday. Stop and get into your heart and allow your heart to lead you home to the love that you are. Allow your heart to lead you in the direction of wish fulfillment. Allow your heart to lead you in the direction of spiritual fulfillment. If we're not going for spiritual fulfillment here in this lifetime, I'm not really sure what we're doing here. So focus on what your heart is saying. And when we think of the rose, the rose bushes that grow, they have all those thorns on them. And, we have to move through a lot of thorns, a lot of situations, a lot of things in our life hurt. We get pricked by the thorn and we're like, oh gosh, that again. And I feel like the message coming through is be more careful with yourself. And perhaps it's almost like us standing in a circle of protection of thorns, so that which is not meant for us cannot come into our space. And they will try. People will try, right? Especially if people feel us moving away from a certain circumstance in our life. Of course, desperation comes in, and we don't want to lose the things that we thought that we had. And especially people that look at us as like some sort of I don't know. I don't know. Let's see what this card says. Jasmine. Blowing like the jasmine through my mind. Two more cards here. So summer breeze, is that it? Summer breeze makes me feel fine. Blowing like the jasmine in my mind. And again, this feels very empowered, standing on your own 2 feet. Independent, not weak, not afraid to speak up for your needs, not afraid to speak for what it is you need. And it feels like this is an archway. This is a pathway in this moment of time for us to take the leap and move through and trust what is being gifted to you, whether it's the gift of the release or whether it's the gift of the homecoming and the welcoming. There was 4 2s across the board there. I'm also seeing the wheat here. I'm pretty sure that's wheat. I'm seeing the wheat here. And this is a time we've heard about the separating of the wheat from the chaff. And so at this time where you may be going through an internal cleansing in your life, in your daily experience, in your home space, trust that what remains on the other side of it is meant for you, is for your greatest and highest good. And don't be afraid to let things go. We humans, HUEMANS, tend to hold on to things long after they have served truly our spiritual growth. And oftentimes it's the letting go that supports an expansion of our spiritual growth. And if you've been doing the work, you're feeling it. And well done. Celebrate yourself. Good for you. Again, the beautiful chrysanthemum, the divine feminine, the mother energy, showing up for yourself today and always in really loving ways. And are you able to do that with consistency? And are you able to take your light into the world and be perhaps a breath of fresh air, a beacon of what is right and true? Are you able through you to restore balance and righteousness to the vessel of light, the vessel of source, the child of delight that you are? Because no one else can do your work. No one else can do mine. Wouldn't it be great? Actually, it probably wouldn't, because it's all about character building. And again, coming into our power in a rooted, grounded way. Our power resides within our solar plexus. We're all incredibly powerful. And most of us just don't, so many people don't act upon it. And when I connect with this card, nipple. What I'm feeling here is new life. New life. Tulips are some of the first flowers that come out in spring. And so this really feels like, the work you're doing is paying off. The work you have been doing is paying off and is going to pay off for you in a really beautiful way. Trust yourself. Don't be, like last night when I was like getting all like, oh, I should go online. I really should go online. No, I was given instructions by my team who loves me unconditionally, who knows me better than anybody. Um, and so it's about like trusting and following. It's okay. The world's not going to stop if we slow down and take care of ourselves and take care of our needs. And it's so important that we do, because we have been nurturing these beautiful seeds of consciousness, these beautiful seeds in the garden of life here on Mother Earth. And we've been nurturing the seeds for ourselves in our life, but also for others as well, so that they can begin to nurture their seeds. And then our gardens intermingle and, they grow together. And every flower, every light has its place and time. And all are divine, and everybody together makes such a much more. I can't believe I have to go back to the job today. I wish it was still the weekend. It's about, everybody growing together at their own pace, at their own rate, and encouraging one another to keep going, keep growing, go for it, go for your dream. Don't delay your happiness any longer. Don't delay your joy. Don't delay your ease in the experience. Don't delay your healing, because we're all healing. And if we don't take responsibility for our healing, who's going to? If we don't take responsibility for our life, who's going to? If we don't take responsibility for the choices and decisions that we've made along the way, who's going to? And with that being said, it's really important, back to Friday night, with the message of forgiveness. It's so important that we forgive ourselves for the situations we may have found ourselves in, perhaps willingly walked into, those times that we disregarded our own inner knowing. This card wants to come out. The joyful little hummingbird, all protected with its shield on. And I'm really feeling called to the bell there on the shield. You can see it over there. I never get here. The bell. Sound, frequency. I'm just hearing that song. Ring my bell, ring my bell, ring a, ring a, ring a. Let's do some tinga, tinga, tinga shaws. I wasn't very singy on Friday night, so the singing is coming back. I'm finding my voice again. And it may take some time. It may take some time for us to get comfortable in the new space that we've created through all the releases that have been going on for a long time now, and particularly since the beginning of 2025, the Gregorian year. Huge shifts. And the first part of the year, this is the year of the Hermit. 2025 comes to 9. Which is the Hermit archetype, which is completion before the Wheel of Fortune. It's also the year of the snake. I believe it's the wood snake. So this is all about our transformation while here on Mother Earth, and working with the supportive elemental energies on Earth as we shed our skin, as we release and let go of dead weight. If you do any dry brushing, I've got to put a new patch on. If we do any dry brushing, releasing and getting rid of the dead skin, so that we can shine more brightly from within. So that's what we're here for. We're here for the experience of joy, and we're being asked to observe. And so we had the 21, the ending, and then we have the 1 here, the new beginning. Border Patrol. South, red, grounded, rooted, fiery, passionate. Um, Stability is mostly what I'm feeling when I connect with the energy of red today. And we gain stability through our ability to observe ourselves. I mean, of course, we love to people watch, right? Everybody does. It's easier to point out what's wrong with somebody else than to address what may be wrong or going on within ourselves. Those of you here aren't for that, though. Yeah, people watching's fun. We're not here to judge another's path, though. All we are here to do is return to the essence of one God, source, creator that resides within us and our experience, and show up for ourselves in our experience and become the observer of life. And then hopefully become um, a key player, remembering that we are the sacred keys here to open at this time. And this is a beautiful energy as we're approaching Mercury retrograde. And Mercury will be retrograde until the 11th or 12th of August, from the 17th of July, 1244. We are adored by angels and all in the etheric realms. That's the message from 1244. 3 live viewers and 3 thumbs up. Thank you so much for the balancing act. I love it. And I'm so appreciative of it. And the 333 is that once again, back to that forgiveness energy. So I'm going to just hold this card here. I'm not going to read it, but you can screenshot it and read it for yourself. And hummingbirds are the only birds that can fly forward, backward, and side to side. Where's my hummingbird feathers? Have I shown you? I've shown, here they are. Look at them. I've got 3 of them in there. One is actually stuck to the glass. See that one stuck to the glass? Oh, that one's stuck to the glass. My little hummingbird feathers. And one was actually delivered right to me on my knee by a bumblebee. Who has that happen to them? A bumblebee delivers them a hummingbird feather as a reminder that not only are we here to extract the sweetness and joy out of life, we also are the sweetness and joy in this life. And it's time for us to show up in the world as we are. No more hiding, no more denying, no more trying to save others. We save ourselves through our daily acts of self-care, through our daily acts of love. Love is an action, not an emotion. And we are the ocean, we're the lotion, we're the potion, and we're the healing balm. Our joy, our healing, our willingness to keep forging forward when we don't know where we're going or what may be in store for us. We are the medicine that this world needs. And with that being said, I think I'm going to go and play a little bit more before I have to go to the JOB. So we will be back here. I'm not sure if we're going to be back here. I feel again like I'm being guided to shift things again, and have set days that we're going to go live. In the meantime and in between time, I may be here tomorrow morning, and if not tomorrow morning or 12:21 tomorrow, if not at that time. Oh, you're so welcome. I love hummingbirds. And Christine says that she sees a pair of hummingbirds usually once a year in her yard. And she's recently said a prayer to see them again as a sign of hope. And so the hummingbird came through as a sign of hope today. And isn't it amazing? When we ask, we receive. And hummingbirds really are about joy. And I literally had the experience one time of watching a hummingbird fly up to this miserable sod, like quite honestly, a jerk. I watched this hummingbird fly up to this person right into their third eye, like, and almost hit them in the third eye, like saying, come on, use your imagination. Um, and so the hummingbird, with its abilities, and its wings move in like this figure eight pattern. You're so welcome, Christine. Thank you for sharing your story with me. And I'm so thank you, because it's I brought you hope. It brought you the sign that you needed, and you've also uh, brought to me confirmation that, what when we're guided to connect, when we're guided to share, it is spirit guided. I don't understand it all, and I've stopped trying to understand it, and simply be the vessel, be the vessel of light, of love. And that all begins with our ability to show up for ourselves. And so with the hummingbird whose wings move in this figure eight pattern, it's really about, we're here at this time to experience joy, and our joy serves the essence of our eternal soul. And so we're only here temporarily on earth, our home here and now, and our soul, which is eternal, resides in our temporary human vessel. So I just heard, are you getting the message? Have you got the message yet? Yes, you have. And when we open, we receive all the messages, all the support, all the love that we could ever need. First, we have to believe that we are worthy and deserving of all the good things that we've always dreamed of, or that we've always imagined for our life, and begin taking steps today to make your dreams manifest in the here and now. The 8 life path. Let's have a quick look. I'm a 9. So I'm going to look in this book quickly, and we'll see quickly what the number 8. Oh, we got 7. Where's 8? Abundance and power. Sacred in every hour. So the number 8, an 8 light, like the number 8 is about abundance and power. Picture a horn of plenty, like the cornucopia. Oh my gosh, I feel so excited. Picture a horn of plenty filled with an abundance of colorful fruit, gems, gold. I say silver. Gold, ready to share its blessings with all those who stand forth and make the journey. How do you feel about such abundance? How might you stand forth in the world? Might the horn of plenty already exist within you? Well, of course it does. We are the cornucopia. We are the horn of plenty. We're all of it. So enough with the something that rhymes with it. Enough of all of that. And let's move forward on the path of bliss, of connection, co-creation, abundance, endless streams of abundance, endless dreams filled with joy, and restoration of the sacredness for all God's girls and boys. The real measure of our wealth is our worth. The real measure of our wealth is our worth if we lost our money. So if you didn't have any money, if you didn't have anything, you're still worthy. And in fact, it's those who have lived a life perhaps not of plenty, that it feels that when we make the breakthroughs, it's going to be more abundant, more magical, more joyful, more playful than it's ever been. So keep going, Christine. Keep going, everybody. We're doing it. And keep sowing those seeds of love. Keep filling your own cup, because nobody else can do it for us. We are the sacred keys. We are the ones who are asked to believe and have faith in ourselves and our dreams and go for it. And so with that being said, I'm going to go for it. and call it a day here on YouTube. And I look forward to seeing you again real soon. Probably tomorrow until I receive stern guidance. Otherwise, I'll keep showing up until I'm told I'm not supposed to. So I trust something here has made sense and resonated with you. Um, yeah, the world, you know, we humans need to be more kind, and that journey begins with being more kind to ourselves. We can't go out in the world. Well, we can go out in the world and pretend we're kind and then treat ourselves terribly on the inside, talk terribly to ourselves on the inside. But hey, I'm a good person, right? I go out there in the world and I'm a good person. I'm nice to everybody. It lacks authenticity and integrity. We actually have to show ourselves daily acts of kindness and then be that example in the world, right? We take care of ourselves on the inside so that we can go out there and shine as we were meant to shine, and encourage, like one flame lights another flame. As we shine, we encourage others. Maybe someone goes, hey, what's your secret? How are you so happy? And often the answer simply is, I take care of myself. I show up for myself. Are things always happy? And no, but we show up for ourselves through all um, all the seasons, through all the waters, through all the challenges of life. We keep showing up. I mean, heck, I don't know that I'll ever stop, because that's just what I've been doing. Like this, most of my adult life, I just keep showing up, and somehow, some way, here I am. And as far as I can tell, shining brighter and brighter every single day, and feeling more and more free every single day. So I wish that to be the same experience for you on your journey. And I thank you all so much for being here. If you're watching this on the replay and you're still here, hit that thumbs up, drop a comment down below. Let me know how you're flowing. Let us know. Let's begin to connect. Christine, thank you so much for showing up again. I love when you pop in and visit us. You just sound like your name, Christine Buckingham. It's like royalty, right? But not the fake royalty here in the world, the real royalty, the divine royalty, you and I. So thank you, Christine, for shining your light in my direction today. Devin and Kiki, thank you also for being here during the live. And all the rest of you, thank you so much for showing up on the replay. I trust that something I have shared supports you in supporting your own thrive, your own rise. We're each the phoenix, born for this life. Anyways, I got to go to the JOB. So I'm going to say, see you. I see you. I feel you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for continuing to show up in sustainable ways in your life. Thank you for showing yourself through your actions unconditional love, care, and compassion. You are a true warrior of the heart, and it's such an honor and privilege to connect with you again in this timeline. Until next time, everyone, take good care. And show the world you care first by showing yourself you care. Thank you.